Hey guys, it's me, the nosy goddess. It's been a minute, but I'm back with this spooky story that I came across on TMZ. And it's wild, y'all. Let's check it out together. Now, the title is DJ Khaled Marked for Death or Coffin Con. Tekashi69 also targeted. So the article reads DJ Khaled has become the latest celeb to receive a spooky black coffin at his Florida home. This after Tekashi69 got one himself at his mansion days earlier. Khaled's creepy coffin was dropped off at his Miami residence last Saturday by two people who rolled up in a truck to a security guard claiming to be from a delivery company, according to a police report. After they were given permission, the two drove to Khaled's property and deposited the black coffin outside his gate. Scrawled across the coffin was R.I.P. OVO and R.I.P. Drake in white letters, along with an upside-down cross. Now, there is video, so I'm going to go ahead and play that real quick. So that's the coffin leaned up against the gate there. And that's DJ Khaled's house. But there's also video of when the police got there. I'm going to play that as well.
I come back out. I'm running outside, and they made a U-turn and drove past me, like go on my grass. I thought they were going to hit my mailbox. They swerve around, and then that's when I look over here. They dropped off this bullshit, and there's like some animals in there. There's like...
Alive?
Yeah, there's holes. Look, you can come look. I wouldn't touch it.
What kind of?
I don't know.
Okay, this is actually Tekashi69's brother, who was home at the time that the delivery was made days earlier from the DJ Khaled delivery.
I want to open it.
The box says Pet Supermarket.
Yeah.
You don't know if there's any animals in that box.
I don't know what it is. It's a snake or something. I don't want to touch any of that. And it's moving. Hold on. This is really weird. Are you gonna touch it?
Well, I'm gonna.
Bro, my heart's racing right now.
I'm gonna peek in the box and see
cool.
what kind of animal it is, but I don't want to touch it just without gloves because he still lives here, right?
Oh, my brother. Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Okay.
Because of the nature of what's going on, and he's still on protection. So. A bottle of Purell.
Bottle of what? Hand sanitizer?
Yeah. Hand sanitizer.
So maybe it's in here?
So she said she found a bottle of Purell in the box that was next to the coffin. Now, the guy, Tekashi's brother, said he heard animals moving around. So it's really weird. So she's going to open the coffin.
I mean, there's a crack through here. Nothing?
No, it's empty. So this is going to turn into a bigger thing. My partner's on his way, and my boss is probably going to be on his way.
Okay.
The nature of everything, you know. I don't know what kind of notifications we have to make as far as the feds and whatnot. Just don't touch it.
Now, she's mentioning the feds because Tekashi69 is still on Fed watch. He had been arrested not long ago, and I think he is out on, I'm not sure if he's out on bond. I think they talk about it here in the rest of the article. Let's see, it says 2 days later, Tekashi, who also lives in Florida, received a similar casket outside his residence, which was delivered in the same fashion by two men in a Tesla. As we reported, the black casket also had messages in white lettering written on it, including R.I.P. King Von. Tekashi had a long-standing beef with Von, who was fatally shot in 2020 in Atlanta. And that's Von there. TMZ has exclusively obtained body cam footage of the officers, which is what we're watching. And that's them arriving outside of Tekashi's home and speaking with his brother, who found the coffin. The rainbow-haired rapper wasn't home at the time, but his brother was, and he was visibly shaken. Now, one cop notes Tekashi is under Fed's microscope since he's still on probation due to his New York criminal case. As you know, he testified in federal court against members of his former gang, but he later refused to go into witness protection, putting him at risk. Despite this, the Miami Beach PD and Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office seem to have no interest in pursuing who the coffin culprits are, because the cops tell us they're not investigating either incident. We reached out to Khaled for comment. So far, no word back. We also reached out to Tekashi, who agrees that the coffins look the same, which begs the question, could these Grim Reapers be part of the same delivery crew? Guess we'll never find out. So it's very strange to me that the brother claimed to have heard animals, but yet there was nothing in the box. And then they left a bottle of Purell, obviously, which is sanitizing lotion. And what is the meaning of all of this? Now, the coffin, it looked like it was left on the side of this gate. This is the one that had R.I.P. Drake on it. So it looks like it's just leaning on the side of this gate. And it's just very strange. An upside down coffin. What is the meaning of an upside down coffin? So according to AI, an upside down coffin is generally considered a powerful symbol of death, often representing a reversal of life, a complete loss of power or control, or a symbolic turning the world upside down associated with chaos and destruction, particularly within occult or dark imagery. Wow. Key points: death and mortality. The most straightforward interpretation is that an upside down coffin signifies death, as a coffin is directly associated with burial and the end of life, and flipping it over emphasizes this concept. It also says inverted life. In some contexts, it can represent a life turned upside down, signifying a major disruption or upheaval in someone's life, often leading to a sense of despair or loss of control. It also can mean symbolic rebellion. In certain occult practices, an upside down coffin might symbolize a rejection of societal norms or a deliberate act of defiance against established power structures. Interesting. And I'm thinking about Drake, because King Von was already unalived in 2020. So all of this actually does match up with what happened with him, right? And we came to find out after he passed away that he was actually out unaliving people in a serious way. So that would also speak to somebody who's against societal norms, somebody who goes against establishment. And then I think about Drake and this whole beef with Kendrick Lamar. His life has kind of been turned upside down, but has it really yet? Because he's suing his label, UMG, which is a big, powerful structure within the music industry. And I don't think he's seen the worst of things yet, to be honest. And the last definition here is negative energy. Due to its association with death and chaos, the upside down coffin is often used in horror or dark imagery to represent negative energy or a malevolent presence, or like a demonic presence. So it's crazy that it looks like Drake has been targeted in this situation. with all that's going on in his life. Now, Khaled hasn't spoken on this, but I have my personal suspicions about it with regard to Khaled, at least. And the fact that Drake recently embarrassed Khaled when he tried to announce an album coming out and that Drake had 2 songs on the album. And Drake commented, he must be talking about Drake Bell. I believe Khaled ended up deleting the message or the post, but I'm pretty sure that was very embarrassing for him. And especially being that all the blogs posted about it. And it was right in the middle of all this turmoil Drake is going through with Kendrick. So it seemed odd to me that Khaled would post something like that without consulting or conferring with Drake beforehand. So to me, in my opinion, I feel like Khaled himself might have been behind this little stunt as a message to Drake. And it relates to Khaled because it was left outside of his home, right? So that's kind of saying it's from him. Most people are taking it as Khaled being a victim of a prank. But why would OVO and Drake be on the coffin? What does that have to do with Khaled exactly? And again, the only tie I see is the recent post that Khaled made that Drake pretty much rejected. So I don't know what this means. Again, I mean, if I were Drake, I would be very leery about this. And if I were Khaled, I would step very carefully with regard to things moving forward. He already has strong ties to Diddy. He hasn't said one thing either way with regard to Diddy and his situation, as far as I know. And, it sounds like he's still trying to put music out and act like everything is, normal and life is still grand and all of that. But we don't know who these co-conspirators are going to come out to be in Diddy's case. And the videos that haven't told us who's on them yet and all that stuff. I kind of feel like Khaled is more involved than what we are seeing outwardly. But this right here, this is just weird. I mean, the headline itself from TMZ, marked for death or coffin con. Tekashi69 also targeted. Now you notice DJ Khaled is more so the headliner on the article, and it's because of Drake. And they're questioning whether or not it's a prank or is it a threat. It's very weird. R.I.P. OVO, R.I.P. Drake, all over the coffin, an upside down cross, a black coffin. And in Tekashi's case, his brother said there were animals moving around inside. Why would he say that? Unless there were animals moving around inside at some point. He questioned whether or not they were snakes. And why would somebody leave a bottle of Purell lotion in a box as well next to the coffin? I mean, this is all very eerie, crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious, right? But that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know I've been MIA for a minute, but I'm back. I'll be posting more things. Make sure you're subscribed. Let me know again what you think. And until next time, bye.